everybody. My name is Becca. I'm actually recording inside, so I figured I'd show you all my grand kitty Malfurion, who does not want to be held right now, but he's so precious. And then, come here. Shadow's here. Come on. And then here's sweet Shadow Girl. You have reached us here on SamBrie Stitches. This is a channel about cross stitch. That was a little bit of a messy intro. I apologize. I'm filming inside because we're supposed to have an atmospheric river, but today is blue skies, but the winds are crazy. So I thought filming in front of the window would work, but you can't really see too much outside. So we're gonna go with it anyway. It's been about a month since I've recorded, and as you could tell, that intro was really messy. But if you're new here, welcome. I do hope that you stick around. I have a lot to show and share today. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the love and the support. I know I have not been consistent with posting. I've just been so tired and dealing with a lot of stuff that I just haven't had the energy. But I felt that I needed to connect with y'all because I missed you. And so here we go with Flosstube number 154. Before I jump in, I want to just announce the winner of my giveaway from last video. It was my summer releases. The first one was Love, Hebrew chart, Jewish chart, Beach Bigfoot, Sprout Love, and I want to talk about this one in a minute. And then Patriotic Christmas Trail. I also am going to talk about this in a minute. Those 4 charts, and the winner is Vivian DeVore 4884. That is your YouTube name. So if you wouldn't mind emailing me and just letting me know if you're wanting paper charts, or I can get you the PDFs right away. So congratulations, and thank you so much for leaving a comment and entering. I truly appreciate it. Really quickly, I want to talk about a couple of things when it comes to my releases. There's Mal. He likes to sunbathe in the window. I have decided right now all of my summer releases are available in PDF in my Etsy shop. They were available as of June 1st. What I've decided to do with Sprout Love, which is this release, this was a Bestitch Me box. I can't remember what box it was. It was like a spring box last year, but this was the chart for it. And so now it's released for summer and then in my Etsy shop. It is all Bestitch Me silks and fabric, but I do provide a DMC conversion. But all of the proceeds from this chart through my Etsy shop, PDF only, minus the fees for the entire month of June, the proceeds are going to be donated to the World Central Kitchen. If you are not familiar with the World Central Kitchen, they are first to the front lines, providing meals in response to humanitarian, climate, and community crisis. When disaster strikes, World Central Kitchen's relief team mobilizes to the front lines with the urgency of now to start cooking and providing meals to people in need by partnering with organizations on the ground and activating a network of local restaurants, food trucks, or emergency kitchens. World Central Kitchen serves comforting meals to survivors of disasters quickly and effectively. That's off their website. I will provide a receipt to prove it, but if you want to help, you can purchase this PDF and I will donate at the beginning of July. That would be greatly appreciated. If you want to donate separately, I don't have anything set up right now. I'm not sure how to go about doing that to try to keep track of everything. This is the easiest way for me, is just through Etsy for that. So there is that one. And then also something that I don't typically do in my Etsy shop is offer paper charts because I want the shops to have that aspect of it. But here's the models again for my patriotic Christmas trio. These are the tops, red, white, and blue rickrack. So for these, I am offering kits with shipping included in the cost. So what you get is you get the paper chart. You'll get 3 wooden coasters, and you will get the custom Lady Dot Creates colors of rickrack. So if you're interested in that, I do have a limited amount available in my Etsy shop. And once those are gone, I'm not sure I'll carry them again. You'll have to get everything separately on there, but I wanted to offer that initially. I wanted to share a couple messages I've received. One is an email that I got permission to share, and she actually stitched 2 of the designs that were in the cookbook for Nashville Market. But she said, "Rebecca, I just wanted to say hello and that I came across your design while visiting a cross-stitch shop while I was out of state," which just warms my heart every time I hear that my designs are in cross-stitch shops. I don't know, it blows my mind. "It is the Bigfoot baking freebie that brought a huge smile to my face, and I'm working on them right now. I plan to change the color of his cake frosting to pick up colors in my kitchen and place them on the secretary in there when I finish your design. I just wanted you to know the whimsy of Bigfoot and baking is truly funny to me, and I wanted to thank you for that. I hope to have him completed by this weekend." And she asked if I'd given him a name. I've actually been calling him Murphy. I haven't said it publicly. Murphy's my last name, and Murphy's the name of my Jeep, and it's a Bigfoot themed Jeep basically, outdoor and Bigfoot. And so I've just been naming my Bigfoot Murphy. So I told her that, which was pretty cool. And she said she stitches with some ladies on Thursday evenings, and when we gather again, I'm going to mention him to them. And she said, "Thanks so much for your freebie. Regards, Joan." And so Joan stitched and finished a couple of the cooking Bigfoots, and you saw the pictures as I was talking, but it warms my heart to just get messages thanking me, because sometimes I question why I keep doing the Bigfoots, like why I keep releasing them, or struggling with ideas for Bigfoot, that kind of thing. And it just, I don't know, it just makes me so happy. And then I received another message. I'm gonna find it and then I want to read it to you, so I'll be right back. Okay, so the other message, I didn't ask for permission, so I'm not gonna say who it's from. But it was a message on Instagram, and especially with what's going on right now in the world, it was just really, really nice to receive. It just says, "Just wanted to say thank you for creating Jewish designs. I've bought almost all of yours and enjoy them. I'm collecting Jewish samplers," and in quotations, it was like a small collection. And just receiving messages like that, it just means the world to me. Especially with all the hate that's going on in the world right now and the ugliness. I've not received any of that, just to put that out there. Y'all have been so supportive and so loving and accepting. So I appreciate that. But that message just brightened my day. And so that's it for my releases, as far as that goes. So, yeah, I have a lot of whips to show. I have some organization to show you. I have a question to ask y'all for advice, and I have some haul to share. So without further ado, we are going to start with my whips, which is over here in this lovely basket. My husband bought me, there's 3 of these baskets at Costco for under 20, maybe 20. And I really like them because like this has my whips in it. The other one has my haul. The other one is empty, the third one. But yeah, so we're just gonna set it down next to me and reach down. The first one is pretty much a finish for now. I don't think I'm going to continue stitching it the way that I'm stitching it. This is a Mystery Cell Home of the Brave from Manny Didana. I ordered the box that came with a 16 count. It's a really pretty custom die, but I can't. 2 strands on 16 count. I am just not enjoying it. Which is funny because I have my Lady of the Flag to show you in a little bit, and that's 16 count 2 strands. So I don't know why I'm not enjoying this one. I don't know, but I did the first section. I don't think I'm going to do the border. I might just finish it into a small pillow, but that was the first release or the second release, I can't remember, but it's super cute. And the whole thing is really cool. I think she posted the whole thing now. But this fabric is so pretty. And it just came, my floss is a mess because I didn't even organize it. It came with all the DMC floss. And then for some reason, I might use this for the pillow because it was stitched all in one, but it came with some, why can't I think of the word? Chenille trim. But, so that I hand sew my pillow finishes because me and my sewing machine aren't friends and it just stresses me out. So eventually, once I'm done finishing all the models for fall marketplace, I will probably hand sew this into a pillow. I have been so exhausted and not feeling well that I barely got Easter taken down. There's still a little bit of Easter up. And I haven't even put up patriotic. I totally skipped bees. So I'm just too tired. The next one, I can't show you the stitched part yet because it's not officially released. I will include a picture of the border, which is the first release, but it is on this fabric that I chose. It's Spooky Hollow Lighter. 18 count fabric flare. It is the Fat Quarter Shop Spooky and Sweet stitch along I was invited to participate in, but I am stitching ahead. So I've already got part 2 done, but I can't show it. And it's super, super cute. I couldn't put it down, so it's really cute. So hopefully y'all will join in on that. I think the hashtag is Spooky and Sweet Sal. And they sent me the Classic Colorworks. I think there's also a DMC pack as well on there. But so I worked on this. I've worked on quite a bit. Let's see, what's this one? Oh, so I have a couple full coverages going, and I'll have one starting at the end of June as well. This full coverage I haven't touched in forever. It's a Heaven and Earth Designs mini of Bigfoot. He's very colorful. Stitching him on 18 count Evergreen Pines from Fabric Flare for Stitchery Express. So I think this is a Stitchery Express exclusive maybe. But let me put this behind him because I'm in front of the window. Look at that. Got quite a bit done. I cannot remember the percent. Oh yeah, look at that. That needle minder is from Colleen Rebel Stitcher Designs. This fabric is really neat because it's got like branches all over it. And so that's why I chose it. I thought it would be a really great addition, but I don't think I placed a Bigfoot properly. I think I did start in the middle, but I'm not sure how much of it is actually going to show. So I am at 28.83%. Oh, I went from 28.83% to 34.07%. So I did a total of 1,458 X's. Excuse me. I'm never feeling good. So I apologize. I'm trying my best. I'm currently at 9,452 out of 20,739 stitches. So we'll see how much of the evergreen pines actually show up when I'm finished and when it's framed. But this one was calling to me because I actually hung up my my adventure sampler, which is my original very first design. I hung that and my adventure awaits up on my Bigfoot wall, and that inspired me to get this back out because I want this up on my Bigfoot wall. And this is in a bag that was part of a, I don't know if it was part of the bag of the month or just a winter bag set that Colleen Rebel Stitcher was selling. But this was made by Jasmine Custom Bags, but I got it through Colleen. But it's because I had to do that. Yeti. Although this fabric, look at this, it attracts so much hair. I just can't keep the fabric clean on this bag, which kind of drives me crazy, but I love the bag, so. All right, next up, so this is what I'm currently working on. So I didn't take it out of the Q-Snap. Let me get back to my notes. I don't have the chart to show you because it's still behind my couch. I don't know if you're new here, what happened when I first started was luckily I had taken all the pictures of the charts and I put them into my GoodNotes app. And then I put it on the top of the couch and somehow it fell behind, and we have a big giant L-shaped couch where you can't like just pull it away from the wall or reach under. So it might live under there from now on. But it is the Houses of Hawk Run Hollow, and I am actually doing the Victoria Clayton color version. And so, what am I stitching this on? I think this is Macchiato. Yep, this is 20 count Macchiato from Bee Stitch Me, and I'm working on February. So that is where I'm at right now. And this is going to be a lot of fill-in, but I'm surprised that I got as much stitching done because fill-in has been like the thing for me. I just finished a model that had quite a bit of stitching, and then I'm waiting for some floss to arrive for another model that is just going to have a ton of fill-in. And I'm so tired of fill-in, but I want to stitch this model. And so I'm dreading, I might just leave this, or I might take it with me to my stitchy meetup tomorrow night. Today's Monday. We have a meetup tomorrow night. I might take that. This is in a Crafty Corey bag, which is exclusive to Acorns and Threads. She makes beautiful, beautiful, well put together project bags worth every penny. I love her bags. And so, and then I just store when I take them off of their little spool thingies into floss away bags. I am not a floss drops kind of gal, but, and then I have my floss bling from Christio as the O-Flies. This is Balance, which is word of the year for last year, I believe. And then I have my Lady of the Flag. So Lady of the Flag I worked on for Memorial Day weekend. And I actually brought her for Memorial Day. My husband and I went on an adventure and we drove 3-ish hours in the horrible rainy weather to Nia Bay to go hike the Cape Flattery Trail. And at the beginning you saw eagles like flying and fighting and all over on the beach and by the boats. Those were all in Nia Bay. I brought Lady of the Flag and I took a picture of of my whip and myself at the northwest most point in the United States. It was the coolest thing ever on that. And so she is on 16 count. This was a custom fabric that I asked Brandy at Stitch Me to make me. I think it's now available for anybody to order. But here she is. Oops, there we go. And I've gotten quite a bit done. I got a lot of this done and down here on the weekend. I'm going to redo her back stitching because I did 2 strands, but I don't like it. So I think I'm going to pull that out before beading and then do it. But this fabric, I'm actually having Brandy make me another piece of this for Queen of Freedom. She made me a really pretty purplish tinge one for Queen of Peace. And then I'm having her make me one for Lady Justice as well. So that all have a similar base, but different splotch colors. And eventually I plan to have them all stitched and up on my wall. So might as well get the fabrics made for them all. And in case anybody is wondering, I'm not selling or giving away Lady the Flag. It's staying in the family because I had owned her once before and ended up selling her and regretted it. So I bought her back. And my daughter and my sister also stitch. So she's gonna stay in the family because she's very special. This is in a bag that was gifted to me, but I think it's a Creative Carol bag, but I'm not sure because there's no tag on it. So I don't know, but it's got a handle and it's cute and it's got owls on the inside of it. So it was just big enough to fit. I need to switch it probably into my patriotic bag now that I'm not using it. But I have not. This one was my anniversary start and I've been really trying to work on it. And I actually did finish this center, this center motif. This is Happy Campers. Janine McGowan is a friend of mine and she's been so helpful through my designing career in Nashville market. And I just love her designs. And this is on 18 count Spirit of the Forest by Stitch Me. And that is what I've gotten done. So I finished that center motif with the 2 adorable creatures. I may have finished the, is that a porcupine or a hedgehog? I don't know. But I may have finished that since then. I've seen you too. But I just love this fabric. It's perfect for this. I just love her designs so much. I stitched Huckleberry Farm. I have, is it Into the Forest? It was an exclusive to the Acorns and Threads retreat, and then she released it. It's based off of where we live here in the Pacific Northwest. I've been working on that. Well, I haven't worked on it, but I haven't pulled to work on. And then this was a gift from Chris. It's a custom floss bling of me and my husband on a hike. And so of course I have it for my anniversary sampler. And this is another Crafty Corey bag. She does an incredible job. I haven't been to Acorns and Threads in such a long time. My health and stuff just has not permitted me to want to drive 3 hours to turn around and drive back 3 hours. And then my last 2 whips are Mill Hill kits. So the first one is Cabin Fever. I'm stitching this for my husband. And this is where I'm at. I haven't touched it in a little while, but it's turning out really pretty. It's just so weird to see it before and after beads. This just looks wonky. But I love that one. And then the other one was a new start. This was gifted to me. I think I showed y'all in my last video. This is extra special. This is a $100 Mill Hill kit. It's pretty hard to find. There was one going on eBay for like 60 something dollars. And so I made a post on Instagram, and a friend messaged me and said she had it, and she sent it to me. I offered to pay. I think I ended up sending her a couple of my charts, which was pretty cool that she was cool with that. And then this was my Mother's Day start at the beach. We went to Ocean Shores for the day. I'll talk a little bit about that later. But I got a nice start on it. And for those of you, I'll just share this. This is what I use to stitch my Mill Hill kits. I have a smaller one for the ornaments. It is magnetic. I know that Amy Loves Toads is making these now. This one I bought from a Ukraine-based Etsy shop called HandmadeEveryDayShop. It took a while to get here, but the quality is really good. I like how thick they are. The magnets are strong, and I love the artwork. But I do know that my friend Amy Loves Toads is making them. There are a couple shops that sell these now too. So you do have options if you don't want to wait for the one from Ukraine. But I wanted to support a Ukraine-based company. And this was before Amy was creating them. This one is my $100. I do use floss straps for the Mill Hill kits. Ooh, you can see how windy it is. We may not have the rain from the atmospheric river, but the electricity keeps blinking. We're getting probably 20 to 30 mile an hour wind gusts. So, but this is the floss bling. This was also a gift from Chris. This is me and my girls, obviously during the pandemic. But I have that one for my $100. And then I have Sweet Shadow Girl, also a gift from Chris, for the camping one. These are a mess. This is why I don't like using floss drops. It's just because they just get tangled and I don't know. But yeah, these are the Bigfoot floss drops that I offered in my mini retreat box. I kept all the extras to use for my Mill Hill kits. Oh, and for my $100 one, I found this at Goodwill. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out this, and then this is going to fit like just inside behind there. And then I think that'll be a really neat kind of beachy type finish. So I'm going to take that fabric off and FFO it. I am a Goodwill junkie. I love Goodwill. This bag is one of my favorite bags. This, I can't remember. Megan, the Frozen Crafter, is a friend of mine, and she's local. And she was at a retreat. I think she was at like the Black Needle Society retreat. And she saw this bag. It has like cryptids. And there's just a CF at the bottom, so I don't know who makes it, but she snagged the bag for me. Love it. So those are all of my whips. I worked on quite a bit despite not having energy or feeling very well for the last few weeks. So yeah, that was a lot. Plus I finished an 8x10 model for Nashville Market. Like I'm already pretty much done with the designs for Nashville Needlework Market for 2025, which is crazy. And it just blows my mind how helpful people are. But I finished that model and I'm very, very excited for it, y'all. Like this one I think is my favorite of the like 8x10 series that I'm doing. I can't talk about it too much more because I'll give it away. Speaking of models, if you watched my model plea video. I was in a tough situation. I did end up getting my supplies back. I don't think all of them were included, all of my floss that I had sent, but that's fine. The fabric and the majority of the floss were sent back. Funny thing is, the model stitcher actually had started. They had the first part, I can't remember if it was a partial or a whole line or two stitched, but no communication to tell me that they had started or anything like that. But luckily they sent it back. It's already in the hands of my personal friend who I met in Michigan and who offered to stitch it. And I'm very excited and very happy that she's willing to stitch it. And out of that plea, I did get some new model stitchers as well. So I appreciate y'all for reaching out and offering to help. I will be having more models soon, and I'll be reaching out to those of you who have offered. So it just, out of a stressful situation came something pretty amazing. That's what this community does. So I truly appreciate that. So if you follow me on social media, you saw that I took a couple of days and I organized my fancy floss. It was very overwhelming, but I did it. This is all Be Stitch Me Silks up here. Brandy sent me a whole bunch a while ago to design with. And so I just left them pretty much by color because I did not have the brain capacity to reorganize them alphabetically. Her silks are amazing. These are all the variegated ones. So there's a lot. Then I organized the flower threads. These were gifted to me a while ago. These are Jenny Thompson's. So I organized them here and here. They're in numerical order. I've never stitched with these. I've never used them, but I have them. And then I have a whole bunch of floss bling that is either been gifted to me or purchased from my friend Chris as the Yo Flies. There's just a whole bunch, and all of those. I love them. These are, I took them out of all of my whips because I want to reorganize, so I need to do that. And then this is all of my classic colorworks. They are alphabetical, and I have purchased all of these. I'm in the Fat Quarter Shop Classic Colorworks of the month. And so I'm pretty sure I probably have one of every color. But these were all purchased. Then there's my General Art. They sent me a full set, and I had a ton of my own. So these two here were the ones they sent me, so they're not alphabetical. And then all of this, these two rings here, those are alphabetical. I got a lot from like stash unloading and, you know, kitting things up and that kind of stuff. So those are my General Arts. And then my Weeks. Now, I had a lot of Weeks dye works. These were pretty much all of mine in alphabetical. But at Nashville Needlework Market, Lois from Lady Dot Creates introduced me. Oh my gosh, I can't think of her name right now. Megan, I think, of Weeks Dye Works. I could be wrong because my memory's terrible. But she gifted me all Weeks Dye Works. They're not in alphabetical order. They are kind of by color. But yeah, so this is what I have done for the past couple of days. Next is going to be, I have a full set of Cosmo that was sent to me. I have a ton of DMC that I pretty much store in floss away bags, but I have a bunch of stuff. I'm the type of person that I don't like to put stuff away. So it piles up and then I get stressed and then it takes me all the time to do this. So yeah. And then I also have Anchor that I bought from Joann's too, but that'll be a future me problem. But yeah, this is so pretty. Oh, and then these are from Hobby Lobby. These, I just thought that they were really pretty. I like rustic stuff. And they had hooks And yeah, they work pretty well for floss. I am going to show kind of some haul and stitchy kindness. So if you don't want to see that, you can hop out now. I'm going to do a life update, but there's not a whole lot included in that life update. But before you jump out, I do have one haul that I wanted to share with you. Hi everybody. I am filming this because I received a package from Hobby House. I'm so excited. I cut the tape, but I haven't looked inside. This must be my receipt. I'm so excited. I splurged. This is part of my Mother's Day gift. Oh, I can't get out of this. Oh, look, it comes with like a little, Darren's on a hike right now. I could use him to get this out of this box. Oh, I did it. Okay. So, a box inside a box. What do you all think it is? If you saw my Instagram stories, you'll know. Look. Oh, excuse me. Look. Oh. I'm not sure what, I think that was just extra padding maybe. Boop. I like how it comes in this, because I was worried it was going to get scratched like in my bag, but it comes with this. Oh my gosh. It's like childproof. There we go. Are you ready? I have no idea how to say this properly, but I got the Velk Patoki desktop mini stand, and this is the light walnut. So I already love, because right now I have a Case Creation lap stand. It's like a baby Z, but it doesn't fold up this small, and I like how this folds up already, so I can take it with me. And I'm hoping it works well with Q-snaps. I read that it did. So it just folds up. This, I would assume, needs to be loosened for this to come out. Oops. I guess this comes apart so that this comes out. There we go. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. And it's got, look at, oh, I feel so fancy. I'm assuming that this will hold Q-snaps because it's got an indentation in here. I don't have Q-snaps with me out here because I am currently working on my Mill Hill. But the Mill Hill frame, the magnetic frame, should fit in here too. I'm gonna play around with this, and then in my next floss tube, I will let everybody know what I think, but I'm so excited and it's so pretty. And now I gotta put the knob back on before I lose parts. So excited. Okay, I am super excited because it does hold my magnetic frame. That holds my Mill Hill kits. And I just love this. Oh, I'm so excited to two-hand stitch with this. Oh, so fancy, so fancy. Hobby House Needleworks had, I don't know how to pronounce it, Velk Patoki stands. And so I ordered, I was in one of those slumps. I've been having some emotional issues, which I'll talk about in life. But this was something that I had ordered, and it arrived just before Mother's Day, like the day before Mother's Day. But I love how it folds up, because I have a Case Creation mini lap stand, but it doesn't fold up as nicely as this to be able to take places. This is very expensive, and I mean, it's nice, but I don't think if I was in my right mind, I don't know if I would have bought it. But it is really nice. I think this is the dark walnut or the walnut stain. It's got their, you can tighten it here to move. This also fits my Q-snaps, which is nice. It's really stiff, which is, I guess, kind of a good thing, but to turn it over, you know, you can turn it over to finish your floss. This adjusts quite a bit, so that's like Q-snap thickness. It does fit my frame, my magnetic frame for my mill hookets too. So I do like it. I like how it folds up, so I'll be able to take it places more than my Case Creation lap stand, and it looks so much nicer. It really does. So Hobby House Needleworks, and they shipped it very, very quickly. I think Hobby House is in New York and I'm in Washington, and it arrived pretty quickly. So this was a splurge and kind of a Mother's Day gift to myself. I don't know if I will ever spend that much money on a stand again. We will see. But I like lap stands or table stands more than I like floor stands. So that's why I got this. So that was one of the purchases. Now, this is the smaller of the 3 baskets from Costco. And I have some haul. I think that I forgot haul and Stitchy Kindness. So this is a mixture of both. And I totally haven't even opened 2 packages for my Floss Fix Club. I know most don't really care. I can't even open this. Got to eat my Wheaties. So this Floss Fix was from May. And these are the Fs. So now I get to go put those into my organized floss area. And then this one, should have had these open. I'm sorry. This one is April. And these were also Fs. So I like this Floss Fix because I'm getting all the classic colorworks. A couple of gifts that I received. I have become very good friends with Leanne of Small Town Stitches. Unfortunately, we never got to meet when I was in Michigan, but that is my #1 priority when I go back to Michigan, is to get together with her. And her love language is sending gifts. I also like to send gifts. So the day before Mother's Day, a really sweet gift arrived from Leanne, and it's this purple bracelet, and it has a heart. And I don't have the box, but I'll include a picture that I took. Had a really sweet message in it. And I immediately put it on, and I haven't taken it off. It just goes with my Pandora bracelets. And I wore it down to Ocean Shores on Mother's Day, and we were inside the ice cream shop, and a lady said, "Love your bracelet." And usually people say that about my Pandora bracelet. And I was like, "Oh, thank you." And she held up her wrist, and she had a different color bracelet on, similar to the purple one that Leanne sent me. And she just thought it was cool that somebody else had a bracelet like her, and it just made my day. So Leanne sent me this. And then separately, to surprise me, she also sent me, I haven't taken it out of the bag, another surprise. And it's this cute bag. And now it's gonna be my zipper pouch for my stitchy stuff, but just a girl who loves Bigfoot. I love it. And it's got this little tassel on it. And it's a flat bottom bag too. So it's my new stitchy bag. She just spoils me. She really does. She's awesome. Okay, it's a little after 8 o'clock and the sun behind me is going down, but this arrived in the mail today while I was editing, so I wanted to include it. I saw this on TikTok. Don't come at me, but I'm not a huge fan of Taylor Swift. It is a Taylor Swift song lyric. I like it because it's basically me. But it is from Wild Stitch Designs. You can find her on TikTok, on Instagram. I'll link her down below, Facebook, all that kind of stuff. This is an extra large, and it says, I cry a lot, but I am so productive. And then on the sleeve, it says, it's an art. I chose the maroon color, and I can't remember what color this is. It's like a linen color, but she embroiders it. And so this is an extra large on me. But I just wanted to show it. I love it. I love baggy, so this is perfect. But it's just so me. I cry a lot, but I'm so productive. It's an art. Yeah. So if you're interested, I'll have her linked down below so you can go and support her too. But it's a pretty cool sweatshirt, and I just wanted to share it with y'all. And then I claimed a bag from Jasmine Custom Bags. Look at all of these incredible women. I just had to snag this bag. And Jasmine, her name's Genevieve. Jen. Yeah, I'm like, man. She makes incredible bags like that. And then there's a pouch in the front. This is the larger one. I love it. Jasmine Custom Bags. I'm so glad I snagged this. I have quite a few of her bags. I don't need more project bags because I have a whole tote filled with unused ones because I don't like to kit things up unless I'm going to start it. Like, I don't have stuff kitted. But, you know, when you see a project bag, you just can't resist it. So I snagged that. Let's see, what else do I have in here? More Stitchy Kindness. This is from Robin. And Robin sent me a very nice card. A very sweet card. And she sent me 18 count fabric, and she said she'll have more for me. But it was just really, I love, you know me and my love of 18 count. So she sent me Salt Rock Ada from Color and Cotton. I love that. And then Oatmeal, Color and Cotton. And then, where's that from? No, and then. Dude, Where's My Car? My older daughter, when she was younger, she used to love watching that. Oh my gosh. Winter Wheat from Color and Cotton. I really love these. Hopefully the color's coming through. I probably should not have sat in front of the window. I thought the lighting would be good. Probably not smart. And then 18 count sand dollar from Be Stitch Me. You know how I'm not going to take out the plastic, but I think I've shown that one before. And I don't think I have honey, my 18 count honey from Be Stitch Me. So some very, very generous Stitchy Kindness from Robin. It was so sweet. Now I got to put that away too. And then I have an order from 123 Stitch. Leanne is also an enabler. She's very good at talking people into things. And so June 20th, there is going to be a stitch along that's starting for a chart called A Beautiful Place. And let me see if I can pull it up to show you really quickly. It is a full coverage chart, and it's by Stitches So Beautiful. That's the chart. That is absolutely stunning. So I purchased that. That style is going to start on the 20th. That chart has 100 DMC colors. The stitch count. The stitch count is 535 by 200. I will never finish this, ever. If I do, it'll be perfect for our bedroom. But I ordered a couple of pieces of fabric. I ordered just a half yard of 20 count ivory for it, and all 100, I was too lazy to go. I could have saved so much money going to Joann's and using my military discount or a coupon, but I just ordered all 100 from 123 Stitch so that they could just pack it for me, and it's all together for when we start on June 30th. We have a little chat group on Instagram. You are more than welcome to join if you want to join the beautiful place. Stitch along. We'd love to have you. And then I also, I think I got this for a design for a model that I am going to start stitching, but I'm waiting for the floss to arrive to see if it'll work. This is 20 count fiber on a whim buttermilk. I think that's gonna work, but I have to wait for the colors to arrive. Excuse me. But that's for the model. And then the last piece, and probably a giveaway is gonna come out of this, is what's new from Fat Quarter Shop. They sent me a whole envelope full of goodies, and we'll probably just do a giveaway with that, with some of the stuff. So we have Wintertime Cross Stitch. This is from Stitch Quarterly, and they just sent the chart by itself. It was so cute. So cute. Stitch Cards Set T. I love the stitch cards. I need to start stitching more of those so I have smaller finishes, because all of a sudden I'm big into the larger pieces, stitching for personal use and stitching some models. So February's Hearts in a Jar. How cute is that? And then March's Bird. And April's Rainy Day. These are all cute little jar ones. So I think these four, even though the first one's not part of the jar, are going to be a giveaway. So please be a subscriber. Public would be nice so that I could see that you're subscribed. Please be 18 so you can legally give me your address. Don't say giveaway and all the keywords for trolls, but do say jar will work, because jar is part of the chart. So for these four, say jar, and I'll put those over there. So the next thing they have is the quilted cross stitch scarecrow. That's super cute. And the quilted scarecrow. If you are a quilter and you would like this, just say quilt. And that will be another giveaway as well, because I don't quilt. Lacy Daisy. I've not seen this one. That's cute. I guess there's different colorways that you could do. And then the springtime ornaments. So those are all available at the Fat Quarter Shop. Thank you so much for sending them to me and entrusting me and sharing them with everybody. There might be some future giveaways, but I'm gonna do those two giveaways for now. Before I jump into life updates, I have a question. Stephanie of Lindy Stitches made a post where she was asking, she said, give her more things that she can do to improve the cross stitch world. She said, what do you want to see done with excellence? Where do you think we are weak as an industry? And there were so many comments and opinions, and there was a lot. And I tried to read through some because as a designer, I'm curious. And there was some feedback on there about people saying that the market is very saturated right now. I am seeing that. I am second guessing my designing every single day because of that. They're saying that it's very saturated, that we just got done with Nashville Needlework Market, and people are already releasing summer releases and that kind of stuff. And there's so many new designers, myself included, even though I'm going on 2.5 years, I think. I mean, I was designing before that for personal, but you know, as a designer out in the cross stitch world, probably 2.5 years or so. And I've been talking to a friend who is a very well-known big designer, and expressing my concern about, you know, do I fit in as a cross stitch designer, blah, 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 because she also kind of feels the same way, even though she's a big designer, and pretty popular. I guess that's just something in common that we have as designers, is second guessing ourselves all the time. I don't know. But she only releases her designs in the spring at Nashville, and then in the fall at like the marketplace event. So those of you who are watching, I'm curious on your thoughts. Is that something you'd like to see as less saturation? Or do you feel overwhelmed? Like, give me your thoughts. I would appreciate it, because I'm considering maybe just doing 2 releases next year. I don't know, because I need the income. I mean, I don't need the income, but I do, if that makes sense. Like, I have, you know, my husband covers all the bills, and I don't work anymore because my job let me go last year. But, and at least for me, designing is not a consistent income. I wish it was. I wish more shops ordered directly from me. So if you do see my charts and you want a paper chart, it would be great if you could let your shop know that they can contact me. I love having distributors, but I don't make as much, to be honest. So just give me your thoughts on what you're feeling. I kind of like releasing quarterly, like 4 times a year, because of themes. It makes it a little bit more challenging, but I mean, I understand financial struggles and that kind of stuff. So I'm just curious on what everybody thinks. And if you're on Facebook, go to Lindy Stitches Facebook group, and you can leave your comments and stuff there too, because I'm sure she's going to talk about it since she's the one that made that post. So, but yeah, give me your thoughts. As for all the stitching stuff, I am pretty much done. I'm just going to do a quick little life update kind of thing, and then let you all on your way. And I don't know when I'll be back. I am planning on having an anniversary release, so maybe in a couple weeks I'll do a short little video with my release. I need to get working on that to finalize the chart. I just got back the model from the framer, so you might see me again in a shorter video in a couple of weeks with that. Which is funny, because I just asked you for your opinion on releases, but then I have another release coming up. So I apologize, but I'm curious for next year. So basically the last month, not a whole heck of a lot has happened. I have been exhausted, sick, emotional, you know, and Leanne, we were chatting, and she thinks that maybe it's because just before Nashville Market, I was taken off of nortriptyline, which I was on for my vagus nerve damage for long COVID that I have. I'm fighting right now. I wheeze. It sounds like an elk call, which is kind of funny. But that's what it was helping me with. And I was abruptly taken off of that by the doctor, because that was my follow-up appointment when I had the CVT, when my heart rate was in the 230s and I was put into the emergency room. Anyways, so I was abruptly taken off of that. Well, that's also an antidepressant apparently. And so that messed my whole world up, and I cannot get back to normal. And I know you say, go back to the doctor or whatever. It's not that simple, especially with the Naval Hospital, because they're pretty terrible. So that's what I've been dealing with, just a bunch of emotional tiredness, sadness, just a ton of stuff. But as I mentioned, we went to Ocean Shores for Mother's Day. That was really nice. There was food trucks. We brought Shadow. It was just me and Darren. And we had a really good day. We saw eagles, drove on the beach. The beach is my go-to. I love the beach and the mountains. It's a toss-up. It really is a toss-up. If I could, well, pretty much living here in the Pacific Northwest, I do get both in one. But yeah, so we did that. That's where I started my sand dollar kit. I put in my first stitch on the beach, which was pretty cool. And then I've also finished charting Eliza, which I talked about when I got my model stuff back. So I finished that. That is a challenging antique sampler because there was over one and it was so tiny, and trying to see it and count it. It is probably not 100% accurate. And I did leave a part out because it was just too much, and there was a bunch of missing stitches and stuff like that. So I did my best. It turned out pretty cute. I'm excited to see how the model turns out, but I did finally finish that because I was charting that in chunks because it was just so overwhelming. And that'll be a Nashville release. I showed that in my last video for a model stitcher plea. What else did I do? Memorial Day happened. I worked on Lady of the Flag for that whole Memorial Day weekend. We drove to Nia Bay. Darren and I did. It's about 3 hours, as I probably mentioned when I was showing you Lady of the Flag. And it was pouring. There was quite a few people. The trail was wet and muddy. But I did it. I made it. It was quite a bit for me. On the way there to the northwestmost point of the US and seeing the island with the lighthouse, I did okay. On the way back was rough, going up basically, and there were roots and steps and slippery, and it was a lot, but I did it. I pushed myself. I do that every so often. I feel the need to push myself and get out there despite all my medical issues. So it was nice. I felt very proud of myself. I was very sore for a day or so afterwards, but totally worth it. And it was really cool to take a picture with me with my Lady of the Flag whip. I wish she was finished because that would have been even more cool, but at least she's been there, you know? She's been there, and it just makes it more special to have that memory attached to her because she hiked along with me in the bag, basically. So we did that. I organized my fancy floss. So that was very overwhelming, and I probably popped in the video earlier to share with you that part. That was very overwhelming, but it feels good when it's done for sure. And just a quick update on my brother-in-law. He did his 3rd round of chemo. He has 1 more round to go, and then we will find out how effective it was. He is in good spirits. He's able to eat now and keep food down, you know, that kind of stuff. So just, you know, keep him in your prayers if you're praying for him, or if you do pray, positive thoughts sent his way would be great. My other brother-in-law, who is younger, he's the youngest brother, is experiencing hearing loss, and so we're waiting to hear back. They think maybe there might be a tumor or there might be something else, so we're waiting to see what the results of that situation is. Hopefully there's no tumor, hopefully everything is good, but it's just been one thing after another with health and other family stuff. I'm not going to go into a couple of other things that I have been dealing with just yet. I myself am an open book when it comes to my situation, my issues, and all that other kind of stuff. Not health stuff, but life changes for both of my girls actually, but we're not going to go into that until things are a little bit more finalized. But there's just been a lot of stress, planning, talking, that kind of stuff. So yeah, so it's been a month. I may not have done a ton of stuff like physically, but it's been a month. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It's pretty sporadic. I feel so out of practice because it's been a month since I've recorded. But I hope that you've had a great time. I appreciate you spending time with me because I know that there's so many floss tubers out there, and new ones pop up every single day. So thank you to those of you who have been with me or have recently subscribed. I just appreciate all of you. So until I see you all again, please stay safe. The world is absolutely crazy right now. I hope stitching brings you comfort as it does me. And until I see you all again, I love you. Happy stitching.